Earlier this year, Ali Saad, a young Bahraini man, told Press TV his government had tortured him after he'd taken part in anti-government protests. He also accused them of later trying to kill him by blowing up the car he was travelling in April 2009. One of the other passengers died in the incident, while Ali was blinded as a result of the explosion. Now, several months on, Ali has been sentenced to a decade in prison. He's one of 7 men found guilty of various crimes in separate cases. Human rights groups who have been monitoring the situation say the evidence used in the trials was suspect and the prosecutions were politically motivated. Observers at the trials say confessions were extracted from the men under torture and have also reported witnessing police brutality against supporters of the men in and outside the courtroom.
This is the third time we're sending observers to Bahrain in the last year, 12 months. And what we have seen over and over again, the evidence are really not acceptable to a standard of international law. And then, what we have seen in the last case is that the violence which was used by the police in front of the international observers highlights what is happening behind the scene, when there is nobody there, when it's not in the courtroom.
Bahrain's king is the supreme authority in the country, and members of the Sunni ruling family hold the main political and military posts. The case has again highlighted long-standing tensions between Bahrain's Sunni and Shia Muslims. Shia Muslims in the Persian Gulf state often complain of discrimination by the government, and a report released earlier this year by the prominent Human Rights Watch organization accused the authorities of practicing torture against their political opponents to elicit false confessions.
The confrontations to Shia as citizens, as indigenous people, has been in the open. It's open in the media, it's open in the so-called parliament, it's open in the societies. Shia are deprived from recruitments in many establishments, governmental establishments, and now this has seeped through to the private sector as well.
Many also accuse the government of attempting to change the demography of Bahrain in order to reduce the country's Shia majority.
The government is actually getting involved in processes which actually promotes conflict of its own nationals with the people who are being imported.
The Bahraini government has denied allegations of torture and pledged to investigate claims of abuse. It says it unreservedly condemns any form of mistreatment. Hassan Ghani, Press TV.